applications who have done some sort of banking training from some institution and who are coming and talking sense in front of me, then definitely I would like to take that kind of a candidate who comes with some sort of knowledge or training and who is able to understand the utilities of banking, and basic, financial balance for some sort of person. So of course, the performance of that particular person might reach at a job will be far better than someone who is coming with a blank slate without any background knowledge. Wherein you have to build something, you have to write. His expectation will be different. People feel that actually that easy job, basic job. I just have to sit here on house, sit on a computer and work. It's not like that. It's a customer centric job, it's a high responsibility job in which you are handling somebody else's money. So it cannot be easy, it cannot be easy, it cannot be predictable. It requires your time, energy, effort to make it a successful career. So success is definitely waiting for you at your beckon, but you will have to walk that type of a path in order to reach to that particular success. Because if you have that kind of knowledge, you have that kind of personality, you have that kind of skill set, then definitely you will be successful. But start with always going to be small. Start with always going to be simple. So this particular training is going to make your life easy in order to your first year of survival in that particular job. See basically किसी भी जॉब में, ना के बैंकिंग जॉब में, किसी भी जॉब में पहला साल काफ़ी इम्पोर्टेंट होता है. अगर जो हमने पहला साल ठीक से निकाल दिया, ठीक से सरवाइव कर दिया, अगर जो हमें परफॉर्म करने का मौका मिला, और हमें परफॉर्म करने का मौका तभी मिलेगा जब हम ठीक से काम करेंगे. और हम ठीक से काम तभी कर पाएंगे जबकि हमारे पास प्रॉपर नॉलेज होगा, प्रॉपर स्किल सेट्स होंगी, प्रॉपर पर्सनालिटी होगा, प्रॉपर कम्युनिकेशन होगा, तभी हम उसमें परफॉर्म कर पाएंगे. अगर जो हम जॉब पे ठीक तरह से परफॉर्म नहीं कर पाएंगे तो हम इंडस्ट्री से बाहर फेंक दिए जाएंगे. एंड फिर वो इंडस्ट्री के दरवाजे शायद हमारे लिए हमेशा के लिए बंद हो जाएंगे. सो इसके लिए ना के बैंकिंग जॉब में बट किसी भी जॉब में प्रायर ट्रेनिंग, नॉलेज, सर्टिफिकेशन ये काफ़ी मायने रखता है. So going to a job with proper training and certification increases your chances of retention, not just getting a job. I always tell people that Bankedge is a factory. You put the raw material in, the finished products comes out. So basically our job is to take the horse to the water. Our job is to ensure that the student goes inside the interview cabin with the right kind of skill sets and knowledge. Our job is not to place the candidate. Our job is not, see, basically, we cannot say that you will get a job or you will not get a job. Ultimately, you are going to get a job on the basis of your communication skills, on your personality, your performance. Our job is to make that better. Our job is to make that better, so that our our job is to inculcate that confidence in you, so that you go in that interview and you talk sense and you impress that particular interviewer, and you yourself get a job on the basis of your merit. So that is what we do. So we were talking about the eligibility criteria. So your 10th, 12th and graduation should be 50% and above. Your communication skill should be decent. You should be a graduate from a regular college and not any distance education or an open university. This is not my criteria. This is the criteria generally followed by a private banking sector. Uh, if you are a student with a gap, then you have to justify the gap. If you are switching off from one particular job to another job, then you need to have relevant documents like experience certificate, offer letter. You should not be absconding from any organization, because generally your PF is getting deducted, and on the basis of which the employer comes to know about where you have worked before, and they will insist
on producing the experience certificate or the relieving letter of that particular organization. And if you are not able to submit that, then it will become difficult for you to explain, and maybe you will end up losing that particular opportunity. So you have to keep that in mind. And yes, if you have all these things, then definitely you can try for a banking career. You can apply for a banking job and you can get a banking job. Coming back to what Bankedge does. So Bankedge is an organization which was started in 2014 with a vision of empowering young graduates to take up the career in banking sector. In last 10 years, we have trained more than 50,000 plus young graduates for various entry level jobs in private banking sector. Uh, Basically, we have branches all over India at various locations, and we are associated with almost all the private sector banks day in, day out. We train the students as per the criteria of these private sector banks, and we make these students job ready for the branch banking roles, for the back end operations role, for the IT roles in banking, for the operations roles in banking, for the credit roles in banking. So for any entry level position, and we have restricted ourselves only to entry level positions, which means a career for 0 to 2, means either a fresher or an experienced person up to 2 years of experience, who can fit into the definition of a entry level job, can come to us and get into a private banking job. This sector is inviting. This sector is pretty large. Opportunities are many. Banking sector is an evergreen sector. uh, it always is hiring. It has surpassed even IT sector in last few years. So basically, today bank jobs are among the top jobs in the country, and students are having high inclination, uh, you know high attraction towards banking as a career. सो एजुकेटेड पेरेंट्स तो बैंकिंग जॉब का जो वैल्यू है या इम्पोर्टेंस है वो समझते ही हैं. बट अनएजुकेटेड पेरेंट्स, दोज हु आर कमिंग फ्रॉम हम्बल बैकग्राउंड, like a fisher woman or a vegetable vendor or a rickshaw puller, they also understand that I have struggled throughout my life, but I want my children to get a better career, a better job, a better opportunity. And for them, this thought of, if my child will, become a banker, then he will get into a better career, a stable career. He will get into a better job. उसके अच्छे घर में शादी हो जाएगी. एक अच्छा उसका एक आगे फ्यूचर उसका सेट हो जाएगा. This thought is very very welcoming for them. So definitely for them, banking is the most favorite sector. So yes, definitely Bankedge can help you. Bankedge can support you in order to make that dream true. If you are ready to walk on that tightrope walk, and if you are ready to commit your time, energy, and effort, then definitely we can help you out in making a good career in banking sector. So, coming back to our courses, we offer various level of courses and different category of courses, as little as a 90 days of training program, which is called Professional Banking Executive course. And this Professional Banking Executive course enables you to take up a entry level career in the retail banking sector. So typically a job like a teller or a welcome desk officer or an account opening officer or a credit officer or customer support officer. These are the type of entry level jobs at the branch level, or even at the back end level jobs like account opening, clearing, anti money laundering, KYC, AML, fraud detection, trade finance, foreign exchange. So these are different types of back-end jobs which a student can take up after completing this particular program. It's a 90 days of power-packed banking course, doing which the student can take up an entry-level job as an officer with a starting salary of around 2.5 lakhs to 3.5 lakhs. And these are permanent on-roll jobs in private banking sector, which a student can go for after completing this particular course. Uh, The next program is a 5 months of training program. In this 5 months of training program, we have covered retail banking, we have covered trade finance, which is more to on corporate banking side, and we have also covered the credit, which is the most important area, especially after COVID. It has become a most important area. Anything and everything to do with loan products. You have to do a course on credit in order to make your career into loans and you know uh, any types of loan products like a home loan or a car loan or a vehicle loan, educational loan, or any sort of a loan product. Next program is basically a post graduation program in banking and finance. Now, a post graduation program in banking and finance is an 8 months of program where we start with a retail banking, trade finance, and credit, and then we are offering three different level of certification, or basically three different level of streams which a student can, or a specialization which a student can choose from. Specialization number one is into investment banking operations, because same like private banking sector, there are foreign banks which are also having their back-end operations division here in India, and for them definitely we can offer an investment banking operations certification program, which caters to a lot of investment banking operations related jobs. So that is option number one, where we are catering to the requirement of investment banks like Citibank or Standard Chartered, HSBC, Nomura, Credit Suisse, Goldman Sachs, these type of investment banks. uh, and typically the entry level career is into financial modeling, financial analysis. uh, Students can work into different types of entry level back end jobs into investment banking operations after completing this particular career. So, that is the first level of specialization what we offer into investment banking, which a student can do after completing this particular specialization. Uh, the typical salary range in investment banking operations is starting with 4.5 lakhs CTC, and student can look forward to get into a job role as a trade support analyst, where he supports front office trades by ensuring trade bookings are accurate and completed on time. The responsibilities of a trade support analyst, if we speak about, includes trade validation and confirmation, coordinating with front office clients for breaks and errors, investigating mismatches in trades, and it's ideal for graduates in finance, commerce, or engineering. Similarly, there are job roles like settlement analyst, client onboarding analyst, collateral management analyst, reconciliation analyst, regulatory reporting analyst, data analyst, middle office analyst, treasury operations analyst. These are the sort of examples for job roles into IBO roles, investment banking operations roles. And as I already mentioned, global investment banks like JP Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Citi, Bank of America, Barclays, and even Indian banks, some of the Indian banks like ICICI Securities, Kotak Investment Bank, or Axis Capital are the areas where the student can look forward to get into a job. Our postgraduate program in banking and finance with a specialization in investment banking operations also covers training on basic certifications like NISM certification. We speak about IIBF banking operations and KYC AML certification, and we also train students onto the basic Excel skills, SQL, financial instrument knowledge, and of course the communication skills and interview preparation as well. So this is about our first level of specialization where we are talking about investment banking operations. Uh,
Excuse me, sir. If I want to ask you something.
Samita, what we will do is we will take up all the questions towards the end. Let us finish with the explanation part first, and then we will take up the questions towards the end. Yeah, that would be better for all of us. Yeah. Yeah, so I was talking about investment banking as the first level of specialization. The next level of specialization is a specialization in data science. So of late, what we have seen is there are a lot of technical graduates coming from the technical branch like BSCIT, BCA, MCA, BE, BTech are also highly inclined towards a job in banking sector. So basically, for them also, we put them into a postgraduate program in banking and finance where they start with basic retail banking, trade finance, and credit as a foundation program, and then they get into tech based certification, that is data science is what we teach them, and then we train them into various entry level skills on the technology side, and we help them getting placed into the technology side of banking as a technical support executive or a IT help desk engineer, uh, or maybe into database administration or cyber security analyst, or data analyst, QA tester, or IT infrastructure support engineer, or digital banking operations executive, uh, so on and so forth. So basically, generally these guys are working in the bank on the payroll of the bank, or they are working with the vendor of the bank. For example, TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Capgemini, Cognizant are the technology giants who are offering various services to the banks on the technology piece. So they are hired by these technology companies to work for the client bank, that is either an SDFC, Axis, ICICI, or any of the private sector banks. So that is how this particular specialization of data science helps the student getting a tech related job in banking sector. Similarly, there are a lot of engineering grads are coming to us. So basically, engineering grads or even MBA grads, or those who wants to get into an analysis or analyst role, we put them into the third specialization, which is the specialization of data analytics, and there we train the students onto tools like Power BI, Tableau, Advanced Excel, and then we help them getting placed into a banking sector as a data analyst, MIS analyst, risk analyst, fraud analyst. On the BI side, that is on the business and intelligence side, we place them into business analyst. uh, they can work in credit analysis department, they can work onto the as a data scientist as the entry level job, or a financial analyst. So basically these are the types of career that a young graduate can look forward to have after doing a postgraduate program in banking and finance. uh, so these are three entry-level banking certifications is what we have. Pro, that is a professional banking executive program, which is 90 days of course. Then we have a PCP BA professional certification program in banking and finance, which is a 5 months of training, which comes with retail banking, trade finance, and credit as a specialization. And then we have PGP postgraduate program in banking and finance, which is an 8 months of training program with three specialization. Specialization number one, IB Ops, investment banking operations. Specialization number two, data science. Specialization number three, data analytics. Then comes the university link program. So basically, we also have two programs in this particular category. Program number one is an MBA in retail banking operations. It's an online MBA program where we have a tie-up with Jain University, Bangalore, and we deliver this particular program as a completely online program. The program comes with a dual degree where we first train the student for first 3 months into advanced certification in banking and finance, which is a short-term job-ready banking program, which makes the student job-ready on the basis of his graduation, on his communication skills, and the knowledge that we give him in the period of 3 months to make him a banker. So we help him seeking an entry-level job either in a branch banking operations role or a back-end operations role. So basically, after doing that, the student gets an entry-level job, and along with the job, he continues to do his MBA. So he can join the evening batches or weekend batches, and he can complete that particular MBA in a span of 2 years. So the only difference between a generic MBA, which is offered by other universities in the market, and the MBA which is offered by Bankedge with the help of Jain University online, is that the student becomes a an employee of a bank within a period of 3 to 6 months of time, and then he joins this particular MBA in order to complete his post graduation. So by the time he completes the post graduation and he comes out of the MBA program, he is not just a fresher, but he is a student with a 2 years of banking experience and an MBA degree. And on the basis of that, uh, either the same bank where he is working can give him the promotion and give him the recognition, and better grade and better salary can be given to the candidate, or he can switch the job and he can join any other bank where he can go on promotion. So yeah, that's the beauty of this MBA program. And similar to this particular MBA, we also have a postgraduate diploma in management, which is a 2 years of PGDM program, which is in association with IMA, All India Management Association. And the student at the end of the course gets a placement into, as an assistant manager or a deputy manager into a leading private sector bank. So that's the beauty of this particular program. So these two programs are university centric program, are approved by UGC and AICTE, and affiliated to Jain and IMA respectively. So that's about the complete bouquet of the courses. So if you have seen so far, we have a solution for someone who wants to get an entry level job by doing a 90 days of training program, and we also have a solution to someone who wants to do a better grade, better career, and take up a high level of job at the end of any PGDM or an MBA program at the end of the day, or by doing any sort of specialization into investment banking or a data science or a data analytics by doing our PGP program as well. So for all sort of candidates, because everyone doesn't want to get into a job directly, somebody wants to wait, somebody wants to look forward to a better career, a better job, a well-paying job. They are ready to wait, they are ready to study further, and then they want to get into a job. For some people, job is an urgency, so we do have a solution for them also. So for every sort of candidate who is coming to us, we have a solution. So the best part of this private banking as a career is that I would not call it entry is easy, but yes, entry is relatively easy as compared to a government banking selection criteria. So you can look forward to get and kickstart your career into banking sector with a quick dose of training, and we at Bankers can definitely help you out the same way we have helped more than 50,000 graduates in last 10 years. And let me tell you that though this number is looking bigger, this number is not that big. If I talk about one bank, even if we talk about HDFC Bank, is catering to more than 35,000 freshers hiring every year. So if I'm talking about one bank, we have not even catered to their 1 year hiring also in the last 10 years. So demand versus supply, demand of trained manpower is exorbitant, but the supply is not there. So all formal banking education companies put together are also not producing more than 15,000 students a year. So if you really speak about demand is of around 2.5 lakh students, wherein the supply of trained manpower is not there only. So our students are never on the bench. So basically, whenever the course is getting completed or about to get complete, our placement team gets in touch with the HR of various private sector banks, and they do the connections, they ask, and basis the requirement that they get from these HRs, the candidates are sent for the interview opportunities, and they are always among the preferred lot, because we do not charge anything from our client for supplying them the trained manpower. So it's a free service that we are giving for these private sector banks, and as a result, definitely their inclination is towards Bankedge or any sort of organization which is similar to what Bankedge is doing. So institution is the most preferred route. Then comes the other routes like going and putting an ad onto job portal, or talking to a placement consultant, or a reference में से किसी को pick up कर लिया. So all these comes at a later stage. But given a choice, if Bankage can provide with the trained, talented manpower, then I will not go out and do my legwork inside a college or go to a consultant and try to hire raw, untrained manpower from any consultant. So that's how it is. So basically, as far as we are increasing our footfall, we are increasing our trainings, our acquisition of the students, and as far as we are producing more manpower, uh, you know uh, people are not required to go out and take people from outside. So yeah, with that thought and intention, we have decided to increase our footprint all over India. This year, we have an ambitious plan of grouping in more than 100 centers across India in order to cater to maximum graduate aspirants who are trying to make their career into banking sector and who are depriving from right kind of knowledge, right kind of guidance, right kind of mentorship. So if we can reach out to those people and if we can help them, understanding what a banking job is, we can help them understand what their knowledge gaps are, and if we can help them overcome those knowledge gaps, then definitely, we can help them in creating a good career and a rewarding career in banking sector. So yeah, that's about it. So that's about what Bankage does and what are the courses. As far as the educational delivery is concerned, basically we do educational delivery in three formats. One is completely online, where every day 7 to 9 in the evening, in this given slot, there are multiple online batches parallelly you are running. Close to 30-35 odd batches are running throughout at different location in an online format, where the student comes, working, non-working, all student comes, joins in a particular batch, and then they do their studies. And that's why this particular slot was designed keeping that in mind. We start two batches every month, two online batches every month, so student can opt for any of these batches. And we do not take more than 20 participants in a batch, because though it is online, at the same time it has to be effective enough, and faculty should be able to concentrate on all the students in a given time frame, and knowledge transfer has to be in a better sense. So from that point of view, yeah, this is the online batch what we are running right now, and these are continuous batches happening throughout the year. Apart from that, we also have more than 15 to 20 odd centers all across India. So basically, through these centers, we empower students through our offline batches. So in offline segment, we are right now offering all our self certification programs, which the student can opt for by joining our offline batches. They can go, they can meet the faculty, they can attend the physical sessions, and they can train themselves on various banking skills and also on the job ready skills as far as the soft skills are concerned, like interview preparation, email etiquettes, resume writing, presentation skills, communication skills, so on and so forth. And then comes the hybrid model. So in hybrid model, Monday to Thursday, the student is required to attend the sessions online, and for doubt solving sessions, the student can come to the class on Saturday, Sunday basis. This is for those who cannot come to an offline session on a daily basis, but they do not want to do the complete course in an online format. They want to have that physical touch of the faculty, and they want to meet the faculty to discuss their doubts. For them, we have designed this hybrid format. So this is these are the three formats in which the training delivery is happening. And apart from this, our fee structures are also quite competitive. We offer various discount schemes and scholarships and early bird offers for our students. This is the time when these offers are going on right now. And we also offer student loan support to our students who are coming from humble backgrounds and who cannot afford to pay all the money in one go. So for them, we are giving them EMI options and also giving them the student fee loan option also is available. So student can inquire about the same with their respective counselors and get more information about it. So I think Yeah, so that's about what we do and what sort of courses what we offer and what sort of career opportunities are available in private banking sector. Now, Samita, if the students are having any questions, then I'm happy to answer. If we can have the question and answer session now.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Samita, you are audible.
Yeah. So basically, what the students are asking question with, guys, I would like to request you can ask a question.
So I have a student called Samir. I don't know from which location, but he is asking me a question on the chat that can I get a direct job in banking sector? Yeah. So Samir, interesting question. See, basically, let me tell you, honestly speaking, we never claim that if you do not come to banking, you will not get a job in banking sector. And as I mentioned during my conversation just now, uh, I always feel that definitely after you become a graduate, you should create your LinkedIn profile. You should go and submit your CV on Naukri.com. You should go and apply on all the job posts which these major private sector banks are, putting on the Naukri or Times Jobs or LinkedIn on so on and so forth. So basically, you should definitely try from your end. And banking sector is always welcoming sector. They are always taking freshers coming from different areas. But my only advice is always it's always better to train yourself so that chances of your failure are negligible or near zero. So I put it in this way that private banking sector is a very aggressive sector, and what we have seen that people working at the branch level, senior people, or even at the backend level, they are impatient. They are always expecting you to perform at the job quickly, and unfortunately, in our colleges, we are always trained to write examination in order to pass the test. When it comes to professional skills are never a part of our curriculum. Like I have not seen any college taking any effort in training you on your communication skills or your job readiness or your interview preparation or your resume building or how to create your LinkedIn profile or how to prepare yourself for an interview opportunity. Forget about a bank job, for any sort of a job. So even in after completing a commerce education, when a student goes and joins the job as an account assistant, he feels somewhere that he is lost because whatever he was taught inside the college and what the industry is following is completely different. And then he starts learning on his own, and uh, uh, then he does some sort of certifications in tally or something like that. Now people have become smart, so they start doing it from an early stage. But otherwise, it's always you fall and then you get up and then you learn and then you walk and then you run. So it's always like that. So it's not always better to make mistake and learn from your mistakes. Sometimes it is better to prepare yourself well so that you do not make mistake when you are joining a particular job. So the answer to your question is definitely you can get a job on your own, but my question will be, what about the survival? So if survival is important for you, then I would always suggest that if you if you prepare yourself, if you train yourself, and if you go for an interview, then the outcome will always be better rather than you go into a job where you don't know what to do. And generally the induction programs provided by these private sector banks are very small training or induction programs, maybe a 7 days or a 15 days of induction program, in which learning everything and knowing everything is not possible. So then you are made to shadow somebody at the job, and that really doesn't help. So it's always better that you go through a structured, proper training program before you get into any sort of a job, not just a banking job, but any sort of a job. So my best wishes with you. But answer to your question is yes, definitely. Without our help, also you can get a job in banking sector. But if you go through us, then your chances of selection are much higher. So that's how it is. Okay, I have uh, Aniket who is asking that how the MBA in banking and finance is different than MBA in retail banking operations offered by Bankedge. Good question. So basically, uh, yeah, when we decided to get into MBA space at that time, the first thing came to our mind is whether we should offer something like an MBA in banking and finance, and then we realized that our student is not going to work in the uh, banking sector, finance sector at all. Our student is basically more inclined towards banking as a career, and he's finally going to work into operations. So why he needs to learn MBA in banking and finance? Rather, he should learn bank operations related MBA program. Then only the outcome will be better. So basically, with that thought and intention, we designed the curriculum strategically just to take care of the operation side of banking and prepare the MBA in that space. And there we realized that the student who is coming to us, if he is joining an online MBA, then what he will do for the entire 2 years of span? Because online MBA will have 2 or 3 hours of sessions during the evening time or during the weekend, but he will sitting jobless, idle at home. Rather than that, we felt that he should get some sort of knowledge, and he should get some sort of experience. And with that thought and intention, we added one advanced certification in banking and finance as an additional certification into this particular course, which prepares a student for an entry level job on the basis of his graduation. And first we put them into a job, and it becomes a work integrated MBA program. So student while doing the job also learns his MBA and completes his MBA, and by that time he completes his MBA, he is not just a fresher, but he has got 2 years of work experience in banking sector plus an MBA degree, on the basis of which he can make his career as a deputy manager, or even a better grade and at a better salary at the end of the day. So that's how our MBA is different, and strategically designed in order to help those people who wants to make their career into banking operations sector. So that's how it is. So that's how MBA in banking and finance is different than the MBA that we provide. Yeah. Uh, any other question apart from this? Anyone? Okay.
So in question and answer slide, there might many people asking questions like, I am 26 years old and I don't have having any experience. Can I get a bank job? Or I am from science background. Which course should I start? Please suggest. So like that question we are seeing.
See, I said in the beginning only that in banking sector you are not going to write accounts. So it's a myth that only people from commerce side or accounting side can get into banking sector. Banking job is predominantly a customer service centric job and a customer service centric area. So basically here you are mainly going to focus on the customer service, and for that any graduation stream is alright. So be it you are from the science background, or you are from the technology background, or of course from the commerce background, definitely you can take up a entry level job into banking sector. There should not be any issue at all. And in fact, I feel that science and technology grads are even better because their mathematics is very good, and banking is all about calculations, formula. So your tech background helps you a lot. So definitely, even if you are a non-commerce or a non-finance stream student, definitely you can look forward to make a career in banking sector. Secondly, you asked about whether a 26-year-old can make a career. See, as the age grows, the responsibilities also goes up. So it's there is no a particular reason that why a person with a higher age uh, is not taken into an entry level job. See, bankage again I am saying we do not deal with any mid level or senior level jobs at all. We are always into the space of entry level job providing only. So basically, that's why we always like to deal with people who are youngsters in the age bracket of 21 to 24, but yeah, we can go up to the age of 26. Generally what happens is once you cross 26, then it becomes difficult, first of all, to justify that why do you want to work at a fresher's role and a fresher's salary. Secondly, if you do not have the right kind of experience or knowledge, then justifying the gap in terms of your experience, generally you complete your graduation by the age of 21. So from 21 to 26, what were you doing? This question comes, which if you are not able to justify properly, then you will not be able to take up that particular career. So earlier the better, uh, lesser the gap, more chances of getting selected. If you are at the age of 21, 22, your probability of getting into a bank job are much more higher than 25, 26, so on and so forth. So if you are thinking now, you have to act now. Because see, every year, if I give you an example, we are from Mumbai, so I'll give you an example of Mumbai. So every year, 3.5 lakh graduates are coming out of Mumbai University. So I always tell graduates that इस साल अगर जो आप कर रहे हो तो आपका कंपटीशन 3.5 लाख बच्चों से है. अगर जो आपने एक साल वेट किया तो आपका कंपटीशन 7 लाख बच्चों का हो जाएगा. सो बेसिकली 7 लाख बच्चों में जॉब पाना, और डेफिनेटली बैंक्स के पास वैकेंसीज बहुत है, फिर भी अल्टीमेटली अगर जो हम डिमांड वर्सेस सप्लाई देखें तो बहुत लोगों को काम करना है बैंकिंग सेक्टर के अंदर. तो भीड़ लगी हुई है बैंकों के बाहर काम करने के लिए. तो जहाँ पे 100 वैकेंसीज है वहाँ पे 1000 बच्चा अपना सीवी लेके लाइन लगा के खड़ा है. तो आप उस कंपटीशन का एक हिस्सा हो. हाँ, अगर जो आप कोई प्रॉपर बैंकिंग प्रोग्राम करके जाते हो तो आपके चांसेस या प्रोबेबिलिटी बढ़ जाती है जॉब पाने की. बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे आपको जॉब पाने के लिए अल्टीमेटली ये 999 बच्चों को पार करके जाना ही पड़ेगा. ये आपको समंदर पार करके जाना ही पड़ेगा. सो इट इज ऑलवेज बेटर दैट इफ द अपॉर्चुनिटीज इज कमिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, then rather than waiting for the right opportunity or the best opportunity, whatever opportunity is coming in front of you, grab that opportunity, remove the tag of fresher from your CV and start working. Because if you start working, then you will start gaining experience, you will start earning money, your pressure will go down, dependency of yours as far as finances goes. Anything you want to do in your higher education or higher career, why do you want to go to your father or mother and asking for the money? You can earn money yourself and you can start paying for your post graduation or further education and further career enhancement. So it is always better to take up a job and start working as soon as you become a graduate. So yeah, that's how it is. Samida, any further questions?
Yes, sir. In one of this webinar, is asking question named Naveen. From which day training period starts?
Okay, so as I mentioned that, see, basically first week and third week we start the batch. So basically now the batch is going to start in the first week of June. The batch calendar will be communicated to you by your respective counselor. But anywhere between first to seventh, the first week batch will start, and then we have a batch towards the second half of the month. That is in the third week we start a batch. So every month we start with two batches. Format is online, where it is 100% online. You can sit anywhere and you can attend the online training program, no problem at all. You can join an offline batch. Offline batches are basically every center have their schedule of an offline batch. Again, we start minimum one offline batch every month. So If you are from Meerut, you have to ask Meerut Center about the batch calendar of starting the offline batch. If you are from Indore, you can ask Indore. If you are from Mumbai, you can ask Mumbai Center Counselor about the batch calendar of offline batch. But one batch we start. Offline batches are also basically keeping both the working and non-working criteria in mind. We schedule the time. It's 100% offline batch, and hybrid batches are same like online batches. So two batches we start, and Saturday Sunday we give them the doubt solving session. So Saturday Sunday relatively are kept free for the hybrid batch students. So that's how it is. Any other questions, Amida? What if I am having 3 years of experience in non-banking sector? Can I get trained and placed from you? My age is 32. My answer is no, because as I've already mentioned that we cater to only entry level jobs, and at the age of 32 we will not be provide you with any sort of a placement. Uh, One more question is, I am from Nashik, just done BA. Can I get job in Nashik and what salary I can get? So as I've already mentioned that any graduate can apply, provided your communication skills are good, your 10th, 12th and graduation, you have scored 50% and above, you can apply for our entry level test. And if you pass that particular test, then counselor will counsel you and will give you the further information about various courses that we offer. Depending on your choice, you can join the course and the mode of training, and you can start with your program. uh, One more question is, sir, PGP program with AI specialization looks promising. Looking for the same. Kindly guide me. Yes. So see, basically, fintech is the need of the hour. Fintech is the right now. Uh, it's all. We are in the AI age. पहले हम बोलते थे we are in the IT age. Now अभी हम बोलते हैं we are in the AI age. So yes, definitely, AI is a part of all our courses. So we have very recently we have launched a program, Banking with AI, which is a 75 hours of power packed AI related program in banking, which we are giving absolutely free for our June month batch to our learners. For those students who are going to join our June month batch, we are going to give it to them for free of cost, for a simple reason that most of the jobs which are coming right now our way are asking for skills in data analytics, skills in AI, various tools. So पहले जैसे पूछते थे कि आपके बच्चे को कंप्यूटर ऑपरेशंस और बेसिक इंटरनेट ऑपरेशंस आता है कि नहीं, अभी पूछते हैं कि आपके बच्चे को AI टूल्स की जानकारी है कि नहीं, बिकॉज AI एंड सी बैंकिंग इज ऑल अबाउट डेटा डेटा डेटा. So that is why AI is the need of the hour. AI is very very important, and we have made it a part of our curriculum for all our courses, not just the 90 days of training program, whether it is 90 days or whether it is a 180 days or even our MBA programs. All programs are having AI as an integral part of our training. So though it's a separate course, but right now we are giving it as a bundled program for all the students who are enrolling for our May end or June batches. So that's how it is. One more question from Priyanka. I am from science background. Which course should I start with? You can join any course, Priyanka, based on your choice. If you are an immediate job seeker, you can join a 190 days of training program. And if you want to do something in data science or data analytics, you can join our PGP program. If you want to do something in investment banking operations, you can do our PGP program. The choice is yours. वन इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन, मैं सेल्स में काम कर रहा हूँ, मुझे अभी कैशियर जॉब करना है, क्या करना पड़ेगा? सो बेसिकली या दिस क्वेश्चन ऑल्सो वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. दिस वी आई कम अक्रॉस लॉट ऑफ दीज टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस वेयर sales guys are wanting to get into ops. So let me tell you honestly that unless and until you do some sort of certification related to operations, you will not get a job in operations. So in order to get a job in operations, you have to do some sort of certifications in NISM certification करना पड़ेगा, या you will have to do some sort of fintech related certifications. You can join our PGP program, and you can do out of these three tracks what I have mentioned, like investment banking operations or data science or data analytics. डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर व्हाट सॉर्ट ऑफ फॉर्मल एजुकेशन दैट यू हैव, वो फॉर्मल एजुकेशन के बेसिस के ऊपर आपको डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा कि आपको कौन सा सर्टिफिकेशन करना है. और अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट देर आर ऑल्सो इंडस्ट्री सर्टिफिकेशन, देर आर सर्टिफिकेशन फ्रॉम IIBF, Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. They offer a lot of fantastic certification, short term certification. आप कर सकते हैं उसके अंदर. दे हैव अ सर्टिफिकेशन कॉल्ड JAIIB, जूनियर एसोसिएट ऑफ इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ बैंकिंग एंड फाइनेंस. Certificate program in retail banking, certificate in KYC AML, certificate in MSME banking, ये आप कर सकते हैं. आप NISM के सर्टिफिकेशन कर सकते हैं. आप हमारा MBA प्रोग्राम ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, हमारे MBA का नाम ही है MBA in Retail Banking Operations. So it is all about banking operations related jobs is what we are talking about. So of course you can join that particular certification program also, and you can make your career into that. So yes, if you really want to switch from a sales job to an ops job, you can join any of our certification training programs, and you can definitely, you have already seen the banking side, you are already working in a bank, you are already you have already gained experience on the banking side, so you will definitely become a preferred candidate as compared to a fresher who is just starting. So for you, it's more of your need to get into a right kind of certification if you really want to switch from an sales job to an ops job. So yeah, that's how it is. One more question is from Shankar is asking, my father is retired general manager from Axis Bank. He suggested me to join PCP program. What is the process of joining? Mostly employees from his banks are from Bankedge who got recruited. I am eager to start. So thank you very much, Shankar. First of all, say thanks to your father for recommending you to Bankedge. And see, yeah, it makes you feel very happy when you read these type of comments, that a banker is only saying that in my bank a lot of bankers are from Bankedge. So 10 years went into creating this credibility. uh, Placing 50,000 students was not an easy task, but yeah, the entire team has worked so hard that today you name the bank and you will find not just one, two, but two, 3,000 students working in that particular bank. So if you go with Bankedge certificate, none of the bank will say that boss कौन सा certificate करके आ गया और कहाँ से आ गया. So definitely people are well aware about what certification that you have done, what is the relevance of that particular certification, and how satisfied the client is, and why we are getting drive after drive, and query after query from these banks that they want to hire Bankedge students, is because our students are going on the job and they are performing well. So because of the training which is inculcated by the faculties of Bankedge, these students are able to go and perform well while they are on the job. So that's the certificate that you need, right? आप मेरा सर्टिफिकेट लेके उसको दीवार पे टंगा के क्या करोगे? अगर जो आपको जॉब नहीं मिलेगा तो मेरे सर्टिफिकेट का कोई वैल्यू ही नहीं है एट द एंड ऑफ द डे. सो फाइनली it's a very very thin line between an assistance and a commitment, and we always believe that start with learning and end with a job. That is what a Bankedge course is. So if my job, if my course is not getting concluded in the form of a training, in the form of a job, then definitely this training has no value, this certification has no value. So thank you very much to your father for recommending you to Bankedge, and you can talk to a counselor, and she will guide you about what sort of career that you want to make. Any other question? सर जॉब पक्का मिलेगा अगर मैं ट्रेनिंग करती हूँ तो से बेसिकली आई ऑलवेज टेल यू दैट वी आर नॉट अ मजिशियन, वी डोंट हैव एनी सेटअप विद एनी प्राइवेट सेक्टर बैंक। ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है कि मेरा ट्रेनिंग करने के बाद में मैं कोई सेटअप लगा के या अपना इन्फ्लुएंस यूज करके आपको प्लेस करने वाला हूँ। We never do that. See, basically, and even private sector banks are closely monitoring us that what sort of promises that we are making to our students at the end of the day. So we have to be very careful in terms of our communication also. See, we always say that our students are placed with private sector banks. We never say that we have placed or we have influenced somebody or something like that. No, you are finally going to get a job on the basis of your merit. आपका परफॉर्मेंस इंटरव्यू में कैसे होगा उसके बेसिस पे ही आपको जॉब मिलेगा। अगर जो आप इंटरव्यू में अच्छा परफॉर्म करेंगे तो आपको जॉब मिलेगा, अगर जो आप इंटरव्यू में अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं करेंगे तो आपको जॉब नहीं मिलेगा। बट आपको इंटरव्यू में अच्छा परफॉर्म करने के लिए जो भी रिक्वायर्ड स्किल सेट्स हैं वो बैंकेज आपको देगा, और तभी जाके आप इंटरव्यू में सेंस बात करोगे। सेंस क्या होता है कि जब इंटरव्यूअर आपके सीवी पे लिखा हुआ देखता है कि बैंकेज के तरफ से आप आए हो और आपने बैंकेज से कोई फलाना फलाना बैंकिंग डिप्लोमा किया है, तो उसकी क्यूरियोसिटी बढ़ जाती है, वो आपको टेक्निकल क्वेश्चन पूछना शुरू कर देता है। और जब आप वो सारे टेक्निकल क्वेश्चंस के सही सही आंसर्स देते हो सो डेफिनेटली आपको जॉब मिलेगा। क्योंकि अल्टीमेटली बैंकर को फील होता है कि अगर जो मैं इस बच्चे को सिलेक्ट कर लेता हूँ तो डेफिनेटली उसका रिटेंशन आगे जाके अच्छा होगा, उसका परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा होगा, वो अपने जॉब पे बखूबी काम कर पाएगा। तो इस कारण से वो डेफिनेटली आपको सिलेक्ट करता है। बट आपके परफॉर्मेंस के बेसिस पे वो सिलेक्ट करता है, ना कि बैंकेज के रिकमेंडेशन पे। हाँ, क्योंकि उसके बैंक में ऑलरेडी 2-3 हज़ार बच्चे काम कर रहे हैं जो बैंकेज से आए हैं, जो बखूबी काम कर रहे हैं, जो अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं। तो कहीं ना कहीं पे एक वो एक कॉन्फिडेंस उसके माइंड में हमेशा रहता है कि यार ये बच्चा बैंकेज से आया है तो ये सीख के ही आया होगा, बैंकेज एक अच्छा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, ये बच्चों को अच्छा ट्रेनिंग देता है, तो डेफिनेटली ये सीखा हुआ बच्चा अच्छा परफॉर्म कर पाएगा, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है। तो और डेफिनेटली उसके उस कारण से वो आपको सिलेक्ट करेगा, बट वो उसी कारण से आपको सिलेक्ट नहीं करेगा, वो आपको एज एन इंडिविजुअल परखेगा, वो आपको सवाल पूछेगा, वो आपको ज़्यादा सवाल पूछेगा, ज़्यादा ग्रिल करेगा, क्योंकि जब वो जानता है कि आप बैंकेज से आए हो तो उसकी एक्सपेक्टेशन बढ़ जाती है आपके ऊपर। तो डेफिनेटली आपको जो जॉब मिलने वाला है वो आपके परफॉर्मेंस के ऊपर मिलने वाला है। हालांकि बैंकेज विल नेवर लीव यू हाई एंड ड्राई, वी विल सपोर्ट यू अनलेस यू गेट योर जॉब, एंड इट्स अ 50-50 रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी। देखिए, अगर जो मैं आपको बोलता हूँ कि सी वी कीप सर्टेन चेक्स, लेट मी टेल यू अबाउट इट। सो जब हम बोलते हैं कि यू विल डेफिनेटली गेट अ जॉब, सो व्हाट इज द साइंस बिहाइंड इट? सो व्हेन वी आर टेकिंग यू, we are first taking an entry level test. That entry level tells us about what are your knowledge gaps in terms of mathematics, English, or your personality traits, and on the basis of that we grade you as a red, amber and green. So if you are basically green, which means you are immediately placeable, with little bit training will be able to place you. If you are amber, then you have certain knowledge gaps. We have to identify those knowledge gaps, and our faculties will help you overcome those knowledge gaps. If you are red, which means maybe you need lot of effort and support from our side in order to overcome all your difficulties and then help you getting a bank job. सो ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स आर ट्रीटेड डिफरेंटली। हम हर एक बच्चों को सेम तरीके से नहीं पढ़ाते, जिसका जैसा नॉलेज गैप होता है उस हिसाब से उसको हम पढ़ाते हैं। उसके बाद में जब हम आपको कोर्स में डालते हैं वो टाइम पे हमारा जो कोर्स है उसके अंदर हम एक रेगुलर चेक्स रखते हैं। जैसे मैं 90 डेज के प्रोग्राम की बात करूं तो देर आर 15 मॉड्यूल्स इन दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रोग्राम। There are 52 chapters, so there is a chapter wise test. Then after 4 chapters there is a module wise test. Then there are, after 7 modules there is a midterm exam. After 14 modules there are end term exam. So basically all these tests and all these checks are telling us that whether your domain knowledge is up to the mark or not. Unless and until you score 60% marks in all the examinations, you are not progressing in your course. So basically, wherever we feel that there are knowledge gaps, we are giving you with the kind of backup sessions, backup study, faculty will talk to you, faculty will train you differently till the time your doubts are clear and you perform well in your examination. उसके बाद में हम डोमेन के अलावा सॉफ्ट स्किल्स के ऊपर काफ़ी ज़्यादा हम फोकस करते हैं. सॉफ्ट स्किल्स क्यों इंपॉर्टेंट है? बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली आपको जाके वहाँ पे अपने आप को परफॉर्म करना है, आपको इंटरव्यू में परफॉर्म करना है, आपको सामने वाले को कन्विंस करना है कि वाई एम आई द राइट कैंडिडेट. और वो आप तभी कर पाओगे जबकि आपका कम्युनिकेशन स्किल ठीक है. अब बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसे भी होते हैं कि सब कुछ आता है लेकिन एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पाते. तो अगर जो आप इंटरव्यू में एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पाएंगे तो डेफिनेटली आपको जॉब कैसे मिलेगा? आपको बोलना पड़ेगा, आपको बताना पड़ेगा. बैंकिंग जॉब इज ऑल अबाउट बोलना, बैंकिंग जॉब इज ऑल अबाउट एक्सप्रेस करना, कस्टमर सर्विस करना. सो बेसिकली वहाँ पे जाके अगर जो आप ठीक तरह से अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पाओगे तो आपको जॉब नहीं मिलेगा. तो आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल पे काम करना, आपके सीवी पे काम करना, आपके ईमेल एटिकेट्स पे काम करना, आपके रिज्यूमे बिल्डिंग पे काम करना. आपका रिज्यूमे, आप फ्रेशर हो, एक पन्ने का होना चाहिए. आपका रिज्यूमे जो है वो 72 केबी के अंडर होना चाहिए. अगर जो मैं किसी भी बैंक के पोर्टल पे आपका रिज्यूमे 72 केबी के ऊपर होगा और अगर जो मैं अपलोड करूंगा तो वो पोर्टल उसको रिजेक्ट कर देगा. आपका रिज्यूमे सही हाथों तक पहुंच ही नहीं पाएगा. अब ये जो सारा एक्सपीरियंस है, ये सारा एक्सपीरियंस आता है आप जब हजारों बच्चों के ऊपर, सैकड़ों क्लाइंट के साथ में जब आप काम करते हो, आप हजारों बच्चों के ऊपर जब आप काम करते हो, वो टाइम पे आपको ये एक्सपीरियंस आता है दैट व्हाट इज द राइट वे ऑफ ट्रेनिंग अ कैंडिडेट, व्हाट इज द एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ अ क्लाइंट. इफ यू आर सेंडिंग अ स्टूडेंट फॉर अ टेलर इंटरव्यू, at that time the client is going to give him a fake note. Now how am I handling that fake note? On the basis of that he is going to decide whether to take me as a teller or not. So basically point here is that what sort of opening you are going for and what sort of questions you are going to get asked. Somewhere we are aware of most of the job roles which private sector banks are offering to the young graduates at the entry level. So we prepare you for those interviews first and then we send you so that your chances of failure are almost negligible. So I would always quote it as a 50-50, 50-50, effort from both the side. 50% from our side and 50% you have to do right so that you perform better at the interview. But answer is, if you do your job right and if I do my job right, success is 101% guaranteed. Because in respect of demand versus supply, demand is huge where the supply of trained manpower is not there. So it's we are fortunate about it. Let's take last few quick questions and let's wrap up. Sir, which training program should I join to opt for probationary post? This exam I tried on giving on myself. Please guide. So, as I have already mentioned, no stopping from you to appear for public sector banking examinations. If you are from open category, you can appear till the age of 30. If you are from SC, ST or any special category, you can go up to the age of 33 to 35. But my only suggestion is that while you are preparing for all these examinations, take up a entry level job in private sector bank and start gaining experience also. देखिए वहाँ पे on the public domain I should not say this, but वहाँ पे chances of selection are near zero. It all depends on definitely your effort, but something is depending on your luck also. So basically, if 30 lakh students are writing the test and there are 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 vacancies, then definitely it is going to become difficult if you do not start from the early age and early stage. I have seen a lot of students starting from an early stage. After 10th, they start preparing. 8th standard onwards, they start preparing. दे आर कम्प्लीटली फोकस्ड कि मुझे गवर्नमेंट बैंक जॉब में ही जाना है. तो ऐसे डेडिकेटेड बच्चों का चांसेस ऑफ सक्सेस आर हायर. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली आई हैव सीन most of the students start going to all these aptitude test preparation institutes only after they see some notification on social media or in newspaper that state bank has release advertisement to a higher PO, SBI PO एग्जामिनेशन का ये डेट है. सो वो फॉर्म भरते हैं और फिर यहाँ वहाँ भागते हैं. एग्जामिनेशन प्रिपरेशन करने के लिए, वैसे बच्चे जनरली निकाल नहीं पाते हैं। तो मेरा तो यही सजेशन होगा कि एक तरफ आप ये ट्राई करते रहो, इसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, बट दूसरी तरफ अगर जो आपको कुछ गारंटीड सक्सेस चाहिए या आपको कुछ ऐसा रूट चाहिए कि जहाँ पे चलने से एटलीस्ट देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ रीचिंग आउट टू एन इंटरव्यूअर्स डेस्क, then I would always say that take up a private banking course and do something like a private banking job. एंड एक तरफ आप बैंकिंग पीओ का एग्जामिनेशन देते रहिए, अगर जो वहाँ पे आपका काम हो जाता है तो ऑलवेज यू कैन गो एंड ज्वाइन गवर्नमेंट बैंक, should not be an issue. In fact, I would say कि अगर जो गवर्नमेंट बैंक में मेरा पीओ का जो भी मेंस या प्रिलिमिनरी एग्जाम या मेंस जो भी है मैं वो निकाल भी लेता हूँ, तो फाइनली एट द एंड ऑफ द डे जब मैं इंटरव्यूअर के पास जाऊंगा तो वो ये भी तो देखेगा कि अरे ये तो ऑलरेडी किसी प्राइवेट बैंक में 4 साल काम करके आया हुआ है, तो इसको बैंकिंग का एक्सपीरियंस है। तो मेरे हिसाब से मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इसको ले लेना चाहिए क्योंकि ये बैंकिंग ऑलरेडी जानता है। तो वहाँ पे अगर जो मेरे पास प्राइवेट बैंकिंग का एक्सपीरियंस होगा, सो आई विल डेफिनेटली हैव एन एज ओवर अदर fresh students who have just passed out the test, and on the basis of their marks in the examination they are coming for the interview. तो मुझे तो ऐसा लगता है कि आपको 21-22 की उम्र में प्राइवेट बैंकिंग जॉब ज्वाइन कर लेना चाहिए और वो करते करते आपको गवर्नमेंट बैंक एग्जाम की तैयारी करते रहना चाहिए। सो दैट्स हाउ इट इज। One more last question. Sir, I am 21-year-old and I am in fear of interview. Can I get help after taking this PCB course? See, अगर जो हम इंटरव्यू से डरेंगे तो कैसे चलेगा? अल्टीमेटली इंटरव्यू तो देना पड़ेगा। हम एग्जाम से डर डर के तो ग्रेजुएट नहीं हुए ना। तो अल्टीमेटली हमने ग्रेजुएशन का एग्ज़ाम दिया, 15 साल तक एग्ज़ाम लिखा, बाकायदा सेमेस्टर 1, 2, 3, 4 सब दिया, तभी जाके तो हम ग्रेजुएट हुए। तो अगर जो हम एग्ज़ाम से डरेंगे या रिजल्ट से डरेंगे तो हम कभी भी वी विल नेवर बी एबल टू फाइट द बैटल एट ऑल। So do not fear of the interview. Interview is just a test like any other test and like any other examination, and definitely if you have the right kind of skill set, I put it this way that अगर जो मैं ऐसे किसी एग्जाम की तरफ जा रहा हूँ जिसका क्वेश्चन बैंक मुझे थोड़ा थोड़ा पहले से ही पता है, तो मेरा इंटरव्यू बेहतर होगा कि नहीं होगा, मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल ऊपर होगा कि नहीं होगा। सो मैं अगर जो प्रॉपरली प्रिपेयर करके जा रहा हूँ, मुझे मालूम है कि मेरे अगल बगल में जो बच्चे बैठे हैं उन्हें कोई ट्रेनिंग नहीं है, उन्हें कोई नॉलेज नहीं है, और मैं कोई प्रॉपरली कोर्स करके गया हूँ, मुझे मालूम है कि ये 4 सवाल पूछे जाएंगे जिसमें से मैं 2-3 का जवाब तो ठीक से दे ही दूंगा, तो डेफिनेटली मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल दूसरों के कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल के कंपैरिजन में काफ़ी ऊपर होगा और मेरा परफॉर्मेंस भी काफ़ी ऊपर होगा। सो ये यही से बेसिकली द आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन इज our job is to set the right expectation. Our job is to give you the right kind of knowledge. Our job is to remove this fear from your mind in order to help you in order to help you getting the right kind of job, and for that inculcating the right kind of knowledge in your mind, in your putting the right kind of confidence in your mind is very very important, and that is what we do through our training. So that's how it is. Don't worry about the interview will be definitely better if you put effort in the course. So that's how it is. One last question now we will take and then we will end this. मैंने मेरा 1 साल डाला है सर बैंक में एंट्री लेने के लिए, प्रिपरेशन 3 अटेम्प्ट हुआ है, आपका सेशन सुन के लगा सर स्किल्स नॉलेज बहुत ज़रूरी है, मैं ट्रेनिंग करना चाहता हूँ आपसे। वेरी नाइस. So you can get in touch with our counselors and they will definitely help you out. And yes, I always say that it is always better. अगर जो आप ड्राइवर के जॉब के लिए जा रहे हो तो आपको ड्राइवरी आनी चाहिए, और अगर जो आप बैंकर के जॉब के लिए जा रहे हो तो आपको बैंकिंग आनी चाहिए, अगर जो आप आईटी के जॉब के लिए जा रहे हो तो आपको आईटी का नॉलेज होना चाहिए. सो नॉलेज इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Degree is a piece of paper which makes you eligible to take up any job, but what is more important apart from the degree is the skill set and the knowledge for that particular field where you are planning to make a career. सो बेसिकली अगर जो आप बैंक में जाना चाहते हो, बैंकिंग सीखनी जरूरी है. बैंकिंग दो ही चीज़ों से सीखी जा सकती है, या तो मैं बैंक में काम करूं तो मुझे प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज मिलेगा और मैं प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज गेन करते करते बैंकिंग सीखूंगा, या तो मैं कोई ऐसा ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम कर लूं जहां मुझे बैंकिंग सीखने मिले. एंड सी बेसिकली हु आर द फैकल्टीज. फैकल्टीज आर दोज पीपल who have got more than 15-20 years of banking experience practically. तो यहाँ पे कोई हम थियोरी की पढ़ाई थोड़ी ना करते हैं. सो बेसिकली अगर जो आपको बैंक में जॉब करना है तो आपको बैंकिंग जॉब के बारे में, अलग अलग बैंकिंग जॉब रोल्स के बारे में, बैंकिंग सॉफ्टवेयर्स के बारे में, बैंक में क्या काम होता है, वो सब चीज़ों के बारे में फैकल्टी अपने केस स्टडीज, अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस शेयर करते हैं, उसके बारे में बात होती है, उसकी ट्रेनिंग होती है. और जिससे आपको राइट काइंड ऑफ नॉलेज मिलता है, आपको एक राइट काइंड ऑफ विजन मिलता है, एक रोड मैप मिलता है कि आज मैं ऑफिसर बन रहा हूँ, मैं 2 साल के बाद में सीनियर ऑफिसर बनूंगा, उसके बाद में मैं असिस्टेंट मैनेजर बनूंगा, डेप्यूटी मैनेजर बनूंगा, मे बी GM, सीनियर GM, AVP, VP, सीनियर VP. I will reach out to the level of the CEO. This is how the career path is going to be. So you can plan when there is somebody, a guide and support is available. देखिए अगर जो हमें किसी फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू आर कमिंग टू मुंबई फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम एंड इफ यू वांट टू कम टू बैंकेज ऑफिस, तो आप ट्रेन से आ रहे हो या प्लेन से आ रहे हो, तो आप एयरपोर्ट पे या स्टेशन पे उतरने के बाद में क्या करोगे, आप गूगल को पूछोगे, राइट, कि मुझे बैंकेज के ऑफिस में जाना है, तो गूगल विल टेल यू दैट दिस इज द रूट दैट यू हैव टू टेक, एंड वो गूगल मैप. सो ये पुराने ज़माने में गुरु हुआ करते थे, आज भी, यानी टुडे ऑल्सो. सो आई ऑलवेज जोकिंगली टेल पीपल दैट गूगल गूगल पोजिशनिंग सिस्टम केम फ्रॉम गुरु पोजिशनिंग सिस्टम. सो पहले के ज़माने में गुरु होते थे, आज के ज़माने में गूगल होता है. तो हमें कुछ भी चाहिए तो हम गूगल कर लेते हैं. पहले हम गुरु के पास जाते थे और गुरु से ज्ञान लेते थे, आज हम गूगल से ज्ञान लेते हैं. सो बात तो वही है कि ज्ञान लेना काफ़ी ज़रूरी है, ज्ञान लेना काफ़ी इम्पोर्टेंट है. अगर जो हमें सही राह चाहिए, सही दिशा चाहिए, तो डेफिनेटली ज्ञान लेना ज़रूरी है, जिससे हम कम से कम मिस्टेक करें, जिससे हमारा कम से कम समय बिगड़े. बिकॉज वी वैल्यू मनी बट वी डू नॉट वैल्यू टाइम. सो टाइम इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अगर जो हम टाइम को वैल्यू करेंगे तो डेफिनेटली हम कम मिस्टेक्स करेंगे, और अगर जो हम कम मिस्टेक्स करेंगे तो आउटकम विल बी डेफिनेटली वे बेटर देन व्हाट वी कैन डू एंड व्हाट वी कैन अचीव. So yeah, I think we had a very very fantastic session today. You all were a fantastic audience, and very very patiently you listened to all me, Samida, and you asked questions. It was good engaging audience that we had. I have more than 240 odd questions still lying in the chat box. I'm sorry I'll not be able to answer all these, but yes, me and my team has taken a note of all the questions, and we will definitely reach out to you. We have your email IDs, we have your contact numbers, and we will reach out to you with your queries. And if you want to further ask about the further batches, or further queries related to your career in banking sector, you can reach out to your counselors, and we are happy to help. And we'll keep on doing these type of sessions in order to answer the questions of those who wants to make their career in banking sector. Once again, thank you all of you, and I wish you all the best and all success for kickstarting your banking career. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Santosh sir, for giving us valuable knowledge about the banking sector, how to grow into the banking sector, how to skills your skills towards the banking. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for the time. Thank you so much, everyone who are attending the session.
Thank you. Bye bye. We are signing off. Thank you.
Bye.
बदलीला
कुठल्या पद्धतीनं
होता एक किती बाहेरचे लोक होते
थोडेफार होते, नंतर नंतर परत परत जॉईन होत होते, परत जात होते, जॉईन होत होते, जात होते. बरं चाललं पण 11 ते 1 नॉट बॅड.